Today we are going to be recapping everything that kind of went trending on the Explore page this week from the MMA world. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I'm your guy with 20 YouTube channels. New series I'm trying over on the channel over here. Throughout the week, we've been taking a look at some things that have made the Explore page in related to MMA, whether it's some serious topics, whether it's video clips, or just stupid memes like we're about to see with Daniel Cormier and Laura Sanko. Let me know what you think about this down below. Thank you for being here. Let's get into it. So, checking in on the weigh-in show real quick at work, and this might be a top 5 DC screenshot. Dude, I saw this before I actually watched the weigh-in show, and this is... I don't know how this didn't stick. I don't know how this didn't stick. This has all of the potential to be one of the greatest UFC memes of all time. Look at Laura Sanko, dude. If anybody doesn't know what they're doing like a dance move where DC has to pull her up, so they kind of just end up in like together. I don't know how to describe it without another person with me, but dude, this needs to stick as a meme. There was a couple replies that this is the top one. Yeah, that's how it was supposed to end up. And like, why is Daniel so happy, man? Why is Laura so happy? Why are you two so happy, man? You're both married. Come on, dude. I honestly feel so bad for Laura's husband every single time that girl's on the weigh-in show, man. And I love the weigh-in. hang on. I just opened up the reply. Hang on. Dog, what even happens at the weigh-in show? This is the reply, but what is this? I don't remember this one. Oh my god. What are they doing? I watch all of the weigh-in shows. I must have been getting food or something. That's actually crazy. You remember when I was just literally speaking about Laura Sanko's husband watching the weigh-in show? It looks like there's a big vein popping out of Weidman's head. Dude, that's nuts, man. That's actually nuts. Lots of stuff. I can't even begin to imagine what they're doing. I don't know. Ridiculous. Also, before we continue on, I don't know if you guys can tell. I don't know if my microphone's picking up. I'm a little bit wheezy in my breath. I just ran with my dog. It's cold outside. I got a little bit of asthma, and I'm trying to get it out of my lungs over here, okay? Let's continue on. So, Championship Rounds posted this week. Joaquin Buckley reacts to his opponent being switched from Ian Garry to Colby Covington. Man, they took my main event. No more. Buck versus Cuck. Let's check it out.
What the, is that Joaquin? Joaquin, bro, what
I
are you doing out here in the woods?
Man, they took my main event. No more Buck versus Cuck. They gave that man a shot to fight for the interim title. That's some old bull.
Dude, whoever, I don't know if Buckley came up with it, but whoever thought of Buck versus the Cuck, man, that is golden. That is perfect.
They want to give me Colby Covington. He ain't won a fight since Obama was in office, man. But it's all good, though. Buck gonna be all right. Make sure y'all check me out December 14th in Tampa Bay.
I can't wait, man. That card's stacked, dude.
We got another knockout to get. But damn, Buck versus Cuck would have been a good-ass fight, man.
Dude, this is how you win people over. You win them over by using memes. I don't know if you guys have ever watched The Boys, but one of the most true things they've ever said, like when they were having, I can't remember who it was, crap, the name is, I'm having a blank now. Of course I am. Of course I'm having a blank on the name. Storm something. I don't recall. Homelander's girlfriend. It's so stupid to bring up now because I forgot her name. They were talking about taking over the world with memes, and now I just sound like an idiot. Dude, I agree with this right over here. Pete posted this. Buck versus Cuck is incredible. Like, dude, that's how you win people over. Let's continue on to the next post. Dovey had this to say. Comment something nice about this guy. He's tough. That's from me. He is a very, very tough guy. Ricardo Flores says he's the strongest duck in the pond. Very true. John Jones is the greatest of all of the ducks. Excuse me if you can hear my notification. Another post over here by, I think we just took like Dovey. Bro thinks he's Alex Pereira. Huh? Is he dancing like Alex? I haven't seen this if that's the case. Oh my god. No way, dude. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. What, like, man, Jake isn't doing himself any favors, eh? He saw Topuria being a McGregor wannabe and became an Alex Pereira wannabe, or maybe it's because of everything that's going on with Alex Pereira and now he wants nothing to do with Conor McGregor. So he's like, maybe I'm going to be like Alex Pereira. I saw this one earlier in the week. Tetsuya had this to say. I really like Muay Thai and kickboxing, but if I had to choose one, I'll definitely choose Muay Thai. In my opinion, Muay Thai is a more complete form of striking since it also has elbows, clinching, and sweeps and dumps. I completely agree with that. And while kickboxing is still great, Muay Thai is where it's at. Actually, to be honest with you, in my opinion, this is very accurate. So is this like, is this Muay Thai like kickboxing? Yep. That's actually a really good representation. I'm sick of kickboxers blocking every punch with their big gloves or hugging for nothing. Get small gloves and clinch elbows and knees in. Dodge or counter instead of just covering up. And I know that clinch is not a safe place. If you engage, you have to win it. I like that. I think that's a very, very good reply. I think we have more replies over here. Yeah, knee game without elbow game is incomplete. They're supposed to exist together. That's a big one in my opinion. I actually agree with this as well. Let's take a look at another reply over here. It's so frustrating to watch one Muay Thai because I love the 4-ounce gloves, but hate that you can't clinch. Bro, so much of Muay Thai is clinching. I still watch it though. That's actually true, and I want to see what they had Tetsuya had to say in reply to that. They have to do a rules briefing to all referees again. Some ref lets good fighters clinch, but some don't. It's all over the place. From what I've seen, Chris Batch does a very good job at letting the clinch flow when it's active and breaks it up once a fighter stops working. I would need to pay more attention to that because if we're talking about one, I don't think I know any referees that are okay with the clinching. They always do break it up. But anyways, let's continue on to another post. Ian Garry deserves a lot more love from the fans. He does not deserve the hate. I will die on this hill. Well, naturally, people don't necessarily like Cucks all that much. And he's just, man, I respect him as a fighter. He's a very, very talented fighter and great at what he does. But I hate how much he just acts like Conor McGregor. Like, copy and paste. It's crazy. Everyone forgets why he's hated until he opens his mouth, and you remember how insufferable he is. Unfortunately, like, he literally says the exact same things as Conor. You sit down, shut up, and do what you're told. Like, it's it's crazy. All right, let's continue on. One Championship posted this. Alicia Helen Rodriguez is always ready for action. Who will be the Brazilian Mom Champ's next challenger? Yeah, people are going crazy over her if you haven't seen this girl. I'm going to have to mute that. Probably going to get copyrighted over there. Boom. All right. One Championship, trying to get some impressions over there, and I meant to just click off of the video there. Excuse me. No replies over to that one. Let's continue on to ACD MMA. After last night, can we all agree now that Dustin Poirier was totally justified for not wanting to shake Michael Chandler's hand after he fish hooked him? Dude, he was always completely justified in that. I don't know if there's going to be music there. I might just have to edit it out. Yeah, like, Chandler is being dirty that entire fight. Now, sorry. I find it funny how Chandler just... I find Chandler's bad luck, like, just funny to me. Hang on, like... Look at this. Alright. Poirier's a really sore winner, but... Poirier's a really sore winner, but, like, I just love Michael Chandler. Like, nobody likes him, dude. And what's crazy is I like Michael Chandler. I like him, but it's so funny to watch from the outside. Alright, he's gone. Sorry, guys, had to do a really quick jump cut there. I ended up getting a phone call, but you get the point with this one. It's absolutely deserved for Chandler to just get dogged on by Poirier, but Poirier is a salty winner, I will say that. Chandler is a super dirty fight. Good dude outside the cage, but a dirty fighter, yeah. Yeah, he is. He's very, very dirty inside the cage. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's his true colors coming out. I don't know if it's just him getting hyped up in the moment, but most fighters don't do that, so there's really no excuse for it. Anyways, Chandler is the biggest fake nice guy. Dude is such a blatant cheater and acts like the greatest sportsman. That's so true. Like, he does, like, talk about, like, oh, personal responsibility and all of that stuff. And that's part of the reason why his shtick might not work too well, because he talks about being a man and being accountable, being all these things, but then he'll have literal video of him, like, pounding the back of Charles Oliveira's head and be like, that's okay. Oh, the ref should have stopped that. The ref should have stopped that. That's crazy, you know? MMA referees in 2024, you literally stabbed him and shot him in the face. If you do that again, I'm going to take a point. Yep. That's so true. I don't know why refs just refuse to enforce the rules. This reminds me of a kid asking Rampage what he'd do if John Jones had a gun in their fight. I have no idea what they're talking about over here. Huh? I need to look up that clip. Jason Herzog continues to be the gold standard. The best referees are the ones that go unnamed. Do you ever hear Rogan or DC call him the best? No, because he messes up so little that he isn't noteworthy. That's a good point. I actually agree with this. Out of all of the referees, Jason Herzog's the best, but he's still... There is no perfect ref. None of the refs take action enough, okay? Homofight had this to say, Daniel Cormier admits he respects John Jones as a fighter regardless of who he is outside the octagon, all right? And I have seen this clip, but we'll let it play for you guys.
No matter what I feel about John Jones in life, I do respect him tremendously, immensely as a fighter.
I don't believe that for a second. I don't believe that for a second. He's a cheat. How could you respect him as a fighter?
He does a lot of the right things when he's inside that octagon. And that has led to him having more success than anyone has had. This guy has defended titles and over the course of 3 generations.
Dude, the UFC is making him say nice stuff. I will be convinced about that. I'm 1,000% convinced about that.
The fighters, that was it for that generation. Stipe was it for that generation. He has defended this belt over 3 generations. So no matter what you feel about him, it's very apparent that you have to respect him.
I don't know how he's doing that with a straight face. I don't know how he's keeping a straight face and saying all that. There's no way he believes all
The
that.
skills that he possesses in the octagon, and he has once again defended a belt and stays the UFC heavyweight champion.
Wow. Daniel Cormier. So commendable. Disagree with the 3 generations in relation to Stipe. Stipe's 42, John is 37. They're the same generation of fighter. That's a good point. I agree with that. John's beaten the best of the generation before him. His generation and made a start to the next generation, Ray's and gone 34, which is why he should fight Tom 31. I completely agree with that. 1,000%. 1,000%. Ian Garry's rooting for Joaquin Buckley to beat Colby Covington at UFC Tampa. I saw this. I don't know if you guys saw this, but already picking fights with Colby.
This just shows that this ducking me. He's been ducking me for 7-8 months. I signed for the baddest man in the division, and this guy comes out of the shadows.
But to be fair, Buckley is a much more dangerous fight than Ian Garry, but it would look worse on Colby to lose to Ian Garry than it would Joaquin Buckley, I think.
And one day I'll get my hands on him. Joaquin Buckley, I'm behind you 100% of the way. Go out and put that man asleep. Please and thank you. Do it for me, because he's not able to do it against me.
Please and thank you. That's funny. Yeah, you know, Ian Garry, like, the path to being respected by the MMA community for Ian Garry is to dog on Colby Covington because everybody hates him right now. All right. He has a little bit of work to do because Ian Garry, after Shavkat submits him. Oh. Please let me in. Hey, Matt, hang on. Charles Oliveira fans during round 5 of the Michael Chandler fight. Oliveira said, imagine how I felt there. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. That's actually Charles' account. That's funny. That's got to be. Hang on. Let me double check that for you guys. Let me double check that. Yep. That's Charles Do Bronx Oliveira. That is the man. Let's see. Imagine how I felt in there. Come on, play. I wonder if Chuck has been drinking that night at all. Twin Vamos. I started crying when I saw that, Charles. I did not like that, Charles. I didn't like it either. Oh, that's funny, actually. Dude, Charles Oliveira learning English is fantastic. Quick reminder that no one actually yawns like this. Dude, Dovey's been giving us some content today. Thank you, Dovey. Dude, I laugh every single time I see this clip, man. Every time. What is that? Now, the problem is, there's so many funny memes that people post, but it's not YouTube appropriate to show. And don't take that the wrong way before you start commenting down below. He's just putting Pereira's nuts back in his mouth. That's tame from what we've seen. Frankly, I thought he was pretending to eat something at first. Hang on. Let's see. You think he was pretending to eat something? Let's see. Oh. No, I thought it was a yawn. like what's going on? What is that? Oh, I love, man. There are no better memes than the MMA community. She doesn't believe this yawn for 1 second. She's like, "What's this dude doing? What is this dude doing?" Oh my god, that's funny. I love it. Does Kong Wang have the worst teeth in the UFC? I've never even noticed that. That sucks. Well, no. The reply I'm showing you for a second. Bobby Knuckles. Gross. I don't like looking at that, man. Crazy. But let's continue on. Why do people still support Conor McGregor? In Ireland, we know what he is. He's a scumbag who became a multimillionaire, entertained us all in the beginning, but it let his ego take over. Drug binges, parties, assaults, court cases that I don't make it to court, payoffs, a secret child. Now, this one I ended up including myself because I saw this one organically on the Explore page, and I actually wanted to see if you guys could agree with me over here because I actually ended up replying to this one, okay? I had this to say. I was a fan of his when he first came onto the scene. I loved his martial arts mentality, and his drive and motivation was inspirational. It's so sad to see those old clips of things like partying is weak for the soul, so I tried to avoid it. That guy I was a fan of. Unfortunately, that man seems to be long gone. That's exactly true. He's a shell of the man that he once was, and I almost believe like the Conor McGregor that we saw at the beginning of his run and the Conor McGregor now are essentially two completely 100% different people. Now, there are a few more that I chose to include myself as well to continue on with the video over here. ACD MMA, John Jones has unfollowed Kamala Harris after Trump supporters revealed that he was following her. That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know if what reasoning for John Jones doing that was. I don't know if it's because he met Trump, or I don't know if he's been getting some flack. Regardless, who knows? John Jones is incredibly insecure, and I don't think he wants people diving into his followers, okay? This I agree with, and I actually saw, again, on my own, I retweeted it and liked it. It's wild that people waste time looking who celebrities follow and unfollow. I so agree with that. I can't imagine caring about that. That's crazy. That's absolutely insane. Canadian Prep read this to say, who cares? It's okay to follow people you disagree with. Like, the problem is, like, it's very, very true, but I kind of agree with David on this one. It's how fake he is by unfollowing her after the intention. Sounds like something John Jones would do, to be honest with you, but let's continue on. I saw this one too. Oh yeah, I grabbed this one. I forgot to do that. Not gonna lie, Alex lost his aura here. I have no idea what's going on in this one, to be honest with you, but unfortunately, I might have to agree. He lost a little bit of aura with this one. Yeah, it also doesn't look like he's doing full power, but I mean, I know he's doing like rapid kicks. Yeah, that's actually insane. That's actually insane that he's like taking kicks from Alex Pereira, but there is some replies to that. I was thinking the same thing. If I was Pereira, I would have threw that left hook, dude. That would have that would have taken care of things for sure. Now for the big news recently that you guys all have heard of. Conor McGregor has now been dropped by Proper 12 Irish Whiskey. Proximo Spirits are the owner of the whiskey, but use Conor McGregor for marketing. Going forward, we do not plan to use Mr. McGregor's name and likeliness in the marketing of the brand. That's actually insane. That's insane. Now, what's not okay to talk about on YouTube is obviously the drama going on, whether or not Conor McGregor is guilty or innocent, and I know what's come out, and I know what people are talking about. I'm just not going to give my opinion on that for YouTube because it's very, very touchy, and I'm very grateful to be on this platform. So Brax Moore had this to say, when you got dropped by your own whiskey brand in round 2, was that part of your game plan? That's pretty tame from what I've seen. Yuri Prohashka sends a message to Jamal Hill and Magomed Ankalaev. Jamal, don't speak about my performances in the last fight. You didn't show nothing. Let's see what Yuri has to say in the trash talk.
Hello, time to say something. After a long time, I'm really looking forward for my next fight. And Jamal, don't speak about my performances, fight IQ, and all these things because...
Yeah, Jamal's been yapping too about Yuri. And of course, like, I know they're fighting, but still, it's I'd be careful if I was Jamal.
In your last fight, you didn't show nothing, really. And the same guy, same Ankalaev, in your last 3 fights, you showed totally nothing. So
yeah, unfortunately, Jamal Hill hasn't really shown all that much. At least Yuri Prohashka had like a couple moments. I know his last performance was Garbo, but you could have the excuse he took that on short notice. But then again, Jamal Hill, the same thing. He took the fight against Pereira after a really, really bad injury.
Stay on the ground. And okay, so let's see you 18th of January.
I'm ready, Yuri. I'm a big, big fan of Yuri. I love watching this guy fight, but realistically, who doesn't? Trash talking Yuri, new mythical fighter. I hope so. I'm not a Jamal hater Hill either, man, because I like him, but I can't help but not cheer for Jiri, man. I really, really need Jiri to win this fight. Anyways, shoot your shoot, Jiri. Garry, of course. Could you imagine if he did that? That would be wild if that was the case. You know what else is wild? This video. You should watch it, guys. I would love to have you guys over there. YouTube thinks you will like that video the best. Take care, everybody.